We all know what it's like to be trapped in the endless loop of overthinking. It's a cycle that can drain our energy, steal our joy, and keep us from living our best lives. Today, let's talk about how we can break free from the chains of overthinking and embrace a more peaceful, present, and productive way of living. Recognizing the cycle of overthinking is the first crucial step toward breaking free from its grip and reclaiming control over your thoughts and emotions. It begins with a subtle whisper of doubt or worry, a nagging feeling that something isn't quite right. Perhaps it's a decision you need to make, a mistake you fear repeating, or an uncertain future looming on the horizon. As this initial thought takes root in your mind, it begins to multiply, branching out like the intricate tendrils of a vine, weaving its way through your consciousness. Before you know it, a tangled web of what-ifs. And worst-case scenarios has ensnared your thoughts, trapping you in a labyrinth of endless possibilities, none of them promising. Each new thought fuels the fire of anxiety, intensifying the sense of unease and uncertainty that grips your mind. With each passing moment, the cycle gains momentum, feeding off your fears and insecurities like a voracious beast devouring its prey. You find yourself caught in a relentless whirlwind of rumination, unable to escape the relentless onslaught of thoughts that assail your mind from all directions. Every attempt to find clarity or resolution only serves to deepen the sense of confusion and overwhelm that threatens to consume you. Yet amidst the chaos of your thoughts, there is a glimmer of hope, a flicker of awareness that whispers of a way out, a path to freedom from the suffocating grip of overthinking. It is in this moment of clarity that you realize the true nature of the cycle that has ensnared you, the realization that the thoughts themselves are not the enemy, but rather your attachment to them, your identification with them, that keeps you trapped. With this newfound awareness comes the power to break free from the cycle, to loosen the bonds that bind you to your thoughts and reclaim sovereignty over your mind. It is a process of surrender, of letting go of the need to control or analyze every thought that crosses your mind, and instead learning to observe them with detached curiosity, like a scientist studying specimens under a microscope. As you learn to recognize the cycle of overthinking for what it is, a habitual pattern of thought, rather than an immutable truth, you begin to create space between yourself and your thoughts. You realize that you are not defined by your thoughts, that they do not have the power to dictate your reality unless you allow them to. In this space of awareness, you find freedom, the freedom to choose how you respond to your thoughts rather than being at their mercy. Recognizing the cycle of overthinking is not about banishing thoughts from your mind altogether, but rather about cultivating a relationship with them based on mindfulness and self-awareness. It is about learning to navigate the labyrinth of your mind with grace and ease, embracing the ebb and flow of thoughts without getting swept away by their currents. And in doing so, you discover a newfound sense of peace and clarity that transcends the relentless chatter of the mind. Shifting your focus to the present moment is a powerful antidote to the incessant rumination and worry that often accompany overthinking. It is a practice of mindfulness and intentional redirection of your attention away from the past or future and toward the here and now, where life unfolds in its full richness and depth. In the present moment, there is no room for regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Instead, there is only the raw, unfiltered experience of life as it is happening, free from the distortions of memory or anticipation. When you shift your focus to the present, you immerse yourself fully in the sights, sounds, and sensations of the present moment, opening yourself to the beauty and wonder that surrounds you. One way to shift your focus to the present is through the practice of mindfulness meditation. By sitting quietly and observing your breath, your thoughts, and the sensations in your body, you cultivate a heightened awareness of the present moment. With each breath, you anchor yourself more deeply in the here and now, letting go of the past and future and embracing the richness of the present moment. Another powerful tool for shifting your focus to the present is to engage fully with your senses. Take a moment to notice the world around you, the feel of the ground beneath your feet, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the sound of birdsong in the air. By tuning into your senses, you bring yourself into direct contact with the present moment, grounding yourself in the reality of the here and now. Shifting your focus to the present is not about denying or suppressing thoughts about the past or future, but rather about acknowledging them without getting caught up in them. It is about creating space between yourself and your thoughts, allowing them to come and go like clouds passing across the sky without clinging to them or pushing them away. In the present moment, you find refuge from the incessant chatter of the mind, a sanctuary of peace and stillness amidst the chaos of life. It is here, in the eternal now, that you discover the true source of happiness and contentment, the simple joy of being alive fully and completely in each and every moment. So take a deep breath, let go of the past and future, and embrace the present moment with open arms. Challenging negative thoughts is a fundamental aspect of overcoming overthinking and reclaiming control over your mental landscape. It involves actively questioning the validity and accuracy of the negative beliefs and assumptions that fuel your overthinking and replacing them with more balanced and empowering perspectives. One of the most effective ways to challenge negative thoughts is through cognitive restructuring, a therapeutic technique that involves identifying and disputing irrational or distorted thinking patterns. When you catch yourself engaging in negative self-talk or catastrophic thinking, take a moment to pause and examine the evidence supporting these thoughts. Are they based on facts, or are they merely assumptions or interpretations of events? For example, if you find yourself thinking, "I'm such a failure," challenge this thought by asking yourself for evidence to support it. Have you truly failed at everything you've ever attempted, or are you selectively focusing on your shortcomings while ignoring your successes? By reframing the thought in a more balanced way, such as "I may have made mistakes, but that doesn't define my worth as a person," you can begin to weaken its hold over you. Another strategy for challenging negative thoughts is to consider alternative explanations or interpretations of events. Instead of automatically assuming the worst-case scenario, consider other possible outcomes that are more realistic or positive. This can help you gain a broader perspective and recognize that there are often multiple ways of interpreting a situation. Additionally, it can be helpful to examine the underlying beliefs or assumptions that drive your negative thoughts. Are there any deep-seated beliefs about yourself, others, or the world that are contributing to your overthinking? By bringing these beliefs into conscious awareness and challenging their validity, you can begin to loosen their grip on your mind and create space for more empowering beliefs to take root. Finally, practicing self-compassion is essential when challenging negative thoughts. Instead of harshly criticizing yourself for having negative thoughts, treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Remember that it's natural to have negative thoughts from time to time, and they don't define your worth as a person. By approaching yourself with compassion and gentleness, you can create a more supportive internal dialogue that fosters resilience and self-acceptance. Challenging negative thoughts is a powerful tool for breaking free from the cycle of overthinking. By actively questioning the validity of negative beliefs, considering alternative perspectives, examining underlying assumptions, and practicing self-compassion, you can begin to weaken the hold that overthinking has on your mind and cultivate a more balanced and empowering mindset. Practicing mindfulness and meditation is a transformative way to combat overthinking and cultivate a greater sense of mental clarity, peace, and resilience. At its core, mindfulness involves paying deliberate attention to the present moment without judgment or attachment to thoughts, feelings, or sensations that arise. Meditation is one of the most powerful tools for developing mindfulness. By setting aside dedicated time each day to sit in stillness and silence, you create a space for observing the workings of your mind with clarity and compassion. Through practices such as focused attention meditation, where you gently direct your awareness to a single point of focus, such as your breath, or mindfulness meditation, where you simply observe the flow of thoughts and sensations without getting caught up in them, you train your mind to become more present and less reactive. In addition to formal meditation practices, incorporating mindfulness into your daily life can have profound benefits for reducing overthinking. This can be as simple as bringing mindful awareness to everyday activities such as eating, walking, or washing the dishes. By bringing your full attention to the task at hand, you cultivate a sense of presence and engagement that helps to quiet the incessant chatter of the mind. Mindfulness also involves cultivating a non-judgmental attitude toward your thoughts and emotions. Rather than labeling thoughts as good or bad, right or wrong, simply observe them with curiosity and acceptance. This allows you to develop a greater sense of detachment from your thoughts, recognizing that they are simply mental phenomena that come and go, rather than fixed truths about yourself or the world. One of the key benefits of mindfulness and meditation is their ability to help you develop greater emotional resilience. By learning to observe your thoughts and emotions without getting swept away by them, you become better able to respond to challenging situations with clarity and equanimity. This allows you to break free from the cycle of overthinking and cultivate a greater sense of inner peace and stability, even in the face of adversity. Practicing mindfulness and meditation is a powerful antidote to overthinking. By cultivating present moment awareness, developing a non-judgmental attitude toward your thoughts and emotions, and building emotional resilience, you can begin to break free from the grip of overthinking and live with greater clarity, peace, and purpose. Setting boundaries for decision-making is a vital aspect of managing overthinking and maintaining mental clarity and emotional well-being. It involves establishing clear guidelines and parameters to guide your decision-making process, allowing you to make choices more efficiently and confidently while reducing the tendency to ruminate excessively. One key aspect of setting boundaries for decision-making is defining your priorities and values. By clarifying what matters most to you in life, whether it's your health, relationships, career, or personal growth, you create a framework for evaluating options and making decisions that align with your long-term goals and aspirations. This helps to prevent decision fatigue and overwhelm by focusing your attention on what truly matters to you. Another important boundary to set is the time frame for making decisions. Procrastination and indecision often go hand in hand with overthinking, leading to a sense of paralysis and anxiety. By establishing deadlines or time frames for making decisions, you create a sense of urgency that can help to counteract the tendency to overanalyze and second-guess yourself. This allows you to make decisions more swiftly and confidently, trusting in your ability to adapt and course-correct as needed. It's also essential to set boundaries around information gathering and analysis. In today's information-rich world, it's easy to fall into the trap of endless research and analysis, seeking out more and more data in a futile quest for certainty. However, this often leads to decision paralysis and overwhelm, as the sheer volume of information becomes overwhelming. By setting limits on the amount of information you gather and the time you spend analyzing it, you can prevent yourself from getting stuck in analysis paralysis and move forward with greater confidence. Additionally, setting boundaries around the opinions and input of others can be crucial for effective decision-making. While seeking advice and feedback from trusted sources can be valuable, it's essential to maintain autonomy and trust in your own judgment. By setting boundaries around whose opinions you value and how much weight you give them, you can prevent yourself from becoming overly influenced by external factors and maintain a sense of agency and control over your decisions. Setting boundaries for decision-making is essential for managing overthinking and making choices that align with your values and goals. By clarifying your priorities, establishing timeframes, limiting information gathering, and maintaining autonomy over your decisions, you can streamline the decision-making process, reduce overwhelm, and cultivate greater confidence in your ability to navigate life's choices with clarity and purpose. Taking action and embracing imperfection are essential components of overcoming overthinking and moving forward with confidence and clarity. Often, overthinkers get trapped in a cycle of analysis paralysis, endlessly weighing the pros and cons of different options without ever taking decisive action. This can lead to feelings of frustration, stagnation, and missed opportunities. One of the most effective ways to break free from this cycle is to adopt a bias toward action, to recognize that taking imperfect action is often better than taking no action at all. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan, embrace the mindset of progress, not perfection. Understand that it's okay to make mistakes, encounter setbacks, and fall short of your expectations along the way. What matters most is that you're moving forward, learning from your experiences, and growing in the process. Embracing imperfection also involves letting go of the unrealistic standards and expectations that often fuel overthinking. Recognize that nobody, not even the most successful or accomplished individuals, is immune to failure, rejection, or criticism. Understand that making mistakes is a natural and necessary part of the learning process, and that true growth and progress often arise from embracing and learning from failure. Instead of striving for perfection, strive for progress. Set small, achievable goals for yourself and celebrate each step forward, no matter how small. By focusing on the process rather than the outcome, you can cultivate a sense of momentum and motivation that propels you forward, even in the face of obstacles or setbacks. Another key aspect of taking action and embracing imperfection is cultivating a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. Instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, see them as opportunities for growth and learning. Approach each new experience with curiosity and openness, embracing the unknown and the possibility of failure as essential components of the journey towards success. Taking action and embracing imperfection are essential for overcoming overthinking and unlocking your full potential. By adopting a bias toward action, embracing the mindset of progress, not perfection, and cultivating a growth mindset, you can break free from the cycle of analysis paralysis, move forward with confidence, and create the life you desire. Seeking support and sharing your thoughts with others can be a powerful antidote to overthinking, providing a valuable source of perspective, validation, and encouragement. While it's natural to want to solve our problems and navigate life's challenges on our own, attempting to do so in isolation can often exacerbate feelings of stress, anxiety, and overwhelm. One of the most effective ways to seek support is to reach out to trusted friends, family members, or mentors who can offer a listening ear and a different perspective on your situation. By sharing your thoughts and feelings with someone you trust, you not only lighten the emotional burden of overthinking, but also gain valuable insights and feedback that can help you see things more clearly and make more informed decisions. In addition to seeking support from those close to you, consider reaching out to professional sources of support, such as therapists, counselors, or coaches. These individuals are trained to help you navigate the challenges of life and can offer specialized guidance and support tailored to your specific needs and circumstances. Whether you're struggling with anxiety, indecision, or self-doubt, a trained professional can provide you with the tools and strategies you need to overcome overthinking and move forward with confidence. Another valuable source of support can be found in support groups or online communities of individuals who are going through similar experiences. Connecting with others who understand what you're going through can provide a sense of validation and camaraderie, reminding you that you're not alone in your struggles and offering practical advice and support from those who have been there before. When seeking support and sharing your thoughts with others, it's important to be open and honest about your feelings and experiences. Resist the temptation to downplay or minimize your struggles, and instead, allow yourself to be vulnerable and authentic in expressing your thoughts and emotions. Remember that true strength lies in being able to ask for help when you need it and being willing to lean on others for support when necessary. Seeking support and sharing your thoughts with others is a powerful way to combat overthinking and cultivate greater mental and emotional well-being. Whether you turn to friends, family, mentors, or professional sources of support, reaching out and connecting with others can provide you with the guidance, validation, and encouragement you need to overcome overthinking and live a more fulfilling and balanced life. In conclusion, overcoming overthinking requires a multifaceted approach that addresses the root causes of this persistent mental pattern. By embracing mindfulness, setting boundaries, challenging negative thoughts, taking action, seeking support, and cultivating self-compassion, you can begin to break free from the grip of overthinking and reclaim control over your mind and your life. Remember that change takes time and effort, and it's okay to progress gradually. Celebrate each small victory along the way and be patient and compassionate with yourself as you navigate the journey toward greater mental clarity and peace. Ultimately, by incorporating these strategies into your daily life and committing to the ongoing practice of self-awareness and self-care, you can cultivate a more balanced and resilient mindset that allows you to approach life's challenges with greater confidence, clarity, and resilience. So, as you move forward on your journey, remember to trust in your ability to overcome overthinking and know that you have the power within you to create a life filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment.